here. If you're new, click subscribe. If you're returning, appreciate you. So this is a different kind of video. I'm in Portland, Oregon right now, trying to fill the days here. So I found a cool touristy thing. It's 40 kilometers outside of the city here. It's Multnomah Falls Gorge. So gonna go there now. It's 50 kilometers away. It says 37 minutes. So we're gonna go on the highway and traverse the area. So it's 3 o'clock. So by the time I get there, it's gonna be like 3:30. So sun sets here around like 5:30ish. So it'll be nice to get there just before the sunset. And let's explore the area. Let's go. Crossing the bridge. It says it's 600 meters. Gonna make a left. And we're just going from west side to east side here, folks. Very picturesque, to say the least.
Go past this light. Then at the next one, turn left onto Northeast Grand Avenue.
Folks, so it says we're 34 minutes away from Multnomah Falls. So it's a very touristy thing. Normally I don't do these kind of things. I am more primarily focused on food reviews, but I just want to like absorb all the natural stuff that this place has to offer. So stay tuned. So we're driving on the highway. I think this is the I-5. This is the highway that takes you to the airport here. So the GPS directions clearly indicate you have to go for 40 kilometers-ish. So let's hope we can get there before sunset here. And there's also another spot as well close by to it. It's the Portland Grotto. So I'll probably GPS that one afterwards to see how that's gonna pan out. Just because if we're already going out that way, then why not just do both till kill two birds with one stone. Context on the highway here. GPS is saying stay on Highway 84. So the signs are saying east to Dallas. So don't get confused, just stay on the leftmost lane here, folks, to get to Multnomah Falls. I've yet to GPS the directions to the Grotto as well. I'll probably do that shortly afterwards, but this is going to be a long drive here. It does say 30 minutes of straight highway driving, so it's quite the ways. I mean, like, driving from Surrey to downtown Vancouver is 26 kilometers, but that in itself has some city. It's a combination of city and highway driving. So for this, depending on, it seems like it may take a lot less time just because the majority of it is highway driving. So we'll kind of take it as it comes, folks. Beautiful landscape scenery. A lot of snow on that mountain. I mean, like, compared to Vancouver, I don't think we have a big mountain like that, to be honest with you. So it's quite massive. It's just an amazing scene, to say the least. But anyways, I'll just stop recording. I'll check back in when I'm about like 5 minutes out or so. So stay tuned, unless I see something interesting. Folks, it says GPS is saying 20 more minutes, but My experience with bringing a car, it makes the food reviews and getting to and from each location that much more easier. I did mention the drawbacks of worrying about the parking, but apart from that though, I mean, like, I'm able to go out of the city a 30-kilometer distance. Like normally I would take public transport, and it would just kind of make the days go so excruciatingly long. Like if I were to take the bus for 30 kilometers, there's so many stops in between, or even like a train of some sort, or like a sky train. Yeah, that's not really up my alley, to be honest with you. I'm more of a save time, drive, and just deal with it. So this is absolutely amazing. I mean, like, the fact that I'm able to go to this secluded part of Portland here, it's probably outside of Portland, outside of the city, because it's like 30 kilometers out, and it's just absolutely, I feel it's going to be breathtaking just to see something that gets the eyes and attention of the locals, or eyes of the attention of like Americans. It's just one of those things. So, but yeah, I just wanted to randomly blurb about that. I will check back in
the left 2 lanes.
when I get closer. Stay tuned. GPS is saying in 2 kilometers or 1 mile here, gonna take the exit at Bridal Veil, so it's coming up.
Use the take the exit.
So after exit 28, you just go on this, I want to say it's like a nice, relaxed 2-lane road here. It does say you have to go for 4.5 kilometers, so it'll be a 6-minute drive or so. We're in the shrubbery, the rough, I guess you could say. So hopefully it's nice and picturesque, these falls. Stay tuned. Parking lot with the falls.
Take a sharp
folks.
left turn.
Oh, there's a cool building here. Stay tuned. I will find some parking. Be right back. So as I'm trying to find parking, I made the mistake. There's like a long parking space. I thought there was like a secondary parking spot, but that's for authorized personnel who work at this little lodge here. So don't make the same mistake I did. And I'm just parking up right now, and then we'll check with the falls. I'll show a little snippet. Stay tuned. Let's take a look at this whole situation here. so icy cold. Wow, this is so awesome how the falls just come down here. Oh, there's a nice bridge too. So epic. Take a look. It's so icy and snowy. One last look. It's pretty epic. Such a dramatic, steep drop. What we'll do is we'll get closer on the bridge up there and then we'll go back. But this is a pretty cool scene. It's such a dramatic drop and there's snow as well. But there's this little billboard kind of situation here talking about basalt, and pillow basalt. These falls are pretty epic. Oh, they got some hikes here as well. Here, it's day use only, so they're probably gonna cut it off soon enough. Ooh, this is a nice shot as well. The background. Or if all the cool natural wonders of what the city offers is within walking distance, then everything would be easy, right? Just very thankful that I can drive out here, see this epic landscape of what it is. And I like how this trail just scissors back and forth to cut through the landscape. It's nice. Ooh. It's pretty chilly. Thank goodness that there's no snow on this trail for January. I would say it's probably roughly maybe a 5-10 minute walk till we get there. Stay tuned.
Yes, we are.
cut down. Woo! It's so high up. I'm getting vertigo just like standing on the edge here. Ooh. So very slippery, oh my goodness. But the view outwards is amazing. This direction as well. Go ahead. Now it's time to jet back, but I gotta be careful with the flooring. Woo. Oh, getting vertigo just standing here. Woo! Epic, epic, epic. Anyways, I will recap my thoughts of Multnomah Falls. Absolutely breathtaking. I will recap my thoughts and we'll go from there. Stay tuned. Here, if you're new, click subscribe. If you're returning, appreciate you. On the road in Portland, just going out and about here. So in terms of videos, I am out exploring. I have like food reviews, I have like sightseeing, touristy stuff. So I hope you're enjoying that series. This is probably a slight detour. I missed the exit.
At the next
So
light, turn right.
Gonna go to the Grotto. So I saw a video of the Grotto itself. It's a point of interest where you can see both mountains, Mount St. Helens and Mount Hood. So gonna go there now. We're just a little delayed because there's a train ahead. I get to the Grotto here. So it's got like a cavern. Oh. There's two parts of the Grotto. The upper part, which they sell until 3 p.m. So let's just try to see the shrine encapsulated with the statue.
Turn right onto Northeast Sandy Boulevard.
Make it on time just to see this epic grotto here. So it's a cool looking natural cavern-esque situation where there's like a shrine encapsulated in there. So I'm gonna let the shrine speak for itself and go from there. So the grotto, it's, I want to say like maybe 10-15 kilometers out from the downtown there. So
in 900 meters, take a sharp left turn.
if y'all don't have a car, it's going to be very difficult. You might need to book a private tour to see it. But anyways, I'll try to see as much as I can with the admission. Stay tuned. So we're at the parking lot of the grotto here, folks. So let's just try to make a quick little viewing while we're able to, just because they close up early. Stay tuned. Are you folks? So, map of the grotto here. So we're here. So I'm hoping to see the Christus statue, and if we can, Ooh, this is the upper level. I believe the upper level is closed off actually. So we'll just see what we can here, folks, and go from there. The Chapel of Mary, which is on the other end. Stay tuned. Hopefully, I know I couldn't make it to the upper level because they finished ticket selling at 3 o'clock, but let's see if we can get to the Chapel of Mary. So I like how they integrate the shrine in the forest like this. It's very natural, it's very peaceful, and it makes you walk. It's sort of got that, I want to say, like an indigenous vibe. Just keep going straight. Maybe go this path. This is epic. Absolutely epic scene here. Let's see if we can go to St. Mary's Chapel. I don't think it's open, but it doesn't hurt to just swing by and see if we can take a quick peek on the inside. Wow, this is pretty epic. I think I'm the last individual to be in here. But take a look at the scenes on the side here. Time to jet, folks. Our time at the Grotto is complete. Let's head out. It's epic scenes, but go from here. Stay tuned. Absolutely breathtaking how they can have such religious structures integrated in the natural beauty of what the earth is. It's very hard for me to put it into words, just the tranquility, just the whole idea that they're able to do all of this and just be harmoniously living with nature. There's this one final instance here as well, Crisis Garden. Anyways, it's very breathtaking how in the Western world they're able to do this, where you would not even think that having a church integrated in the mountain like this would even be possible, just because everyone's rationalization and thinking, can you survive in the harsh realities of the earth where there's like rain, snow, hail, tornadoes, floods, but they're able to do it, and they're able to create pathways, live justly, and just be at peace with themselves. I really like this grotto, although I wasn't able to go to the upper level just because they sell tickets only up until 3 p.m. But I'm happy to see the cavern, St. Mary's Church there. But I'll leave it at that. Thank you for coming along for the journey of what is the grotto outside of Portland. But this is pretty epic how they are able to do this, especially in such a forested area. You'd think this is the last place they would have a church, just because it's a place of refuge, it's a place of shelter, and a place of gathering. But they do it. They made it happen, and it's awesome. And I'll leave it at that. I'm getting the chills. My heart is beating quite rapidly, just because it's so awe-inspiring to be a place of religious nature that's grounding, to allow others to make sense of the world. And it's just so amazing to be able to share this experience with you folks, and to be able to take a deep breath and just live in the moment. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that. Thank you for staying tuned for this part of the video. It's a different kind of video where I was able to see some religious offerings there, and I will recap my thoughts of the grotto. Very breathtaking. Take care, signing off, and hope you're enjoying this Portland series. And make sure you click subscribe if you haven't already, and I will recap my thoughts of the review. Be right back. Jay here, new, click subscribe if you're returning, appreciate you. So this is a recap review of the two touristic things that I did in Portland here. So one was the Multnomah Falls. So it's give or take like 45 minutes drive outside of the city center. Again, if you ever go to Portland and you don't have a car, highly recommend you do get one. Otherwise, those Ubers are going to rack up, and it's going to be similar to like renting a car. Per day, probably it'll kind of like cash out to, I carpooled. I went and drove down from where I was in Canada down there, so it wasn't too bad. But if you do travel from a different country, different state, abroad, the price range of getting a car and insurance and all that stuff could potentially be like $125 per day. Whereas like if you Uber like and you go to 10 places there and back, it can definitely be equivalent. So Multnomah Falls, it's like I think 45 minutes, an hour, a couple kilometers out. I want to say it's like 20 to 40 kilometers outside of the city center. Very picturesque, free, and parking was a little tad tricky. I would say it's definitely worth it to go there. I don't know the history of it, but it's probably one of the biggest free falling waterfalls uh, in the area. They have like a gift shop or restaurant kind of thing. I didn't go to that, but it was very picturesque to see those things. And yeah, the secondary instance of what I saw was the grotto. So it's pretty cool. They carved out like a shrine, a religious shrine. There's a church as well, although I didn't really kind of like see a service, but it was cool to kind of see the grotto where they have a shrine embedded in the mountain there. I would highly recommend that you definitely, if you wanted to see the touristy stuffs, apart from just like seeing all the food, that you definitely see those things. If you go with other people, they might not enjoy the beauty of it because it's like I'm not super religious, but the grotto, it was on the way back going to the city, so might as well stop by. And also Multnomah Falls, it consumed a lot of gas. Um, I'm down to kind of like be adventurous and see different things and just kind of like enjoy it. It was cool for me, but sometimes people, when they go on vacation, they just want to stay in a particular area, not drive too far. Um, Especially if you do like a road trip situation as well. But I'll leave it at that. Um, the whole experience, I would say, it was like an 8.5. The drive was kind of outside. I didn't pick up food on the way, kind of thing like that. But it was cool just to kind of like be out and about and do stuff to kind of fill in the void rather than just like eat, 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 eat. But yeah, 8.5 for the two experiences. Couple these two things together just because they're outside of the city, and yeah, it'll kind of make it like worth your while of taking a photos, or just seeing cool things. But anyways, I'll leave it at that. Take care, signing off. Hope you're enjoying this Portland series in America, and bye for now.